ग्रीटिंग्स डियर स्टूडेंट्स। आज हम देखेंगे टेरिगाथा। टेरिगाथा एक कलेक्शन ऑफ पोएम्स है, 73 पोएम्स का, जो कि बौद्ध भिक्षुनियों द्वारा ओरली कहा गया था उस समय, और उसे एक कलेक्शन के तौर पर बनाया गया है और इसे पाली से ट्रांसलेट करके इंग्लिश में किया गया है। और ये जो ट्रांसलेशन है 73 पोएम्स का, ये बहुत सिग्निफिकेंट है क्योंकि ये स्पिरिचुअल टेस्टिमोनियल्स है वर्ल्ड्स की ओल्डेस्ट कलेक्शन ऑफ वुमेन लिटरेचर का। और ये इसके कोर थीम्स क्या है और पर्सपेक्टिव्स क्या है। द पोएम प्रोवाइड्स अ रियल फर्स्ट पर्सन ग्लिम्स इनटू द सोशल एंड स्पिरिचुअल लाइव्स ऑफ वुमेन इन एंसेंट इंडिया। उस वक्त, पुराने वक्त में भी जो हमारी बौद्ध भिक्षुनियां थी, उनके जीवन में कैसी परिस्थितियों से वो गुजर रही थी, इसका वो एक जीवंत उदाहरण है। और उसमें जो सफरिंग, दुख फ्रॉम अ फीमेल लेंस, ये उन्होंने एक हमें पर्सपेक्टिव दिया है। और ये जो पोएम्स के कलेक्शंस हैं, ये विमेन एम्पावरमेंट का उस समय का एक बड़ा एग्जाम्पल है कि बाकी कई धर्मों में महिलाओं को इक्वल वर्शिप का अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं दिया जाता, जबकि बौद्ध धर्म में और हमारे हिंदू धर्म में भी इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी दिया जाता है। लिबरेशन एंड एम्पावरमेंट का जो आपसे मैंने डिस्कस किया, ये एक सेंट्रल थीम है। रिजेक्शन ऑफ सोसाइटल रोल्स, उस वक्त जो उनको डॉटर, वाइफ, मदर, इन फेवर ऑफ द आइडेंटिटी अरहत, लिबरेटेड वन, अरहत। The words celebrate total freedom from both worldly attachment and the constraints of gendered expectations. And they also reveal the greater truth like body and impermanence. Notable poems such as those by Amapali use the aging female body as a direct subject for meditation on anika, impermanence. The body is viewed not just as a source of disgust but as a vehicle for liberation also. And literary and historical significance that we can discuss is that authorship. ये सारे जो पोएम्स है कंपोज की गए हैं औरतों के जो डाइवर्स बैकग्राउंड से थे। जैसे मैंने आम्रपाली का नाम लिया, शी वॉज अ प्रोस्टिट्यूट, ranging from former prostitutes and grieving mothers to queens and wealthy heiresses, demonstrating that enlightenment was accessible to all. And it also asserts anti-patriarchal assertions. The text contains some of the earliest recorded challenges to the idea that women are spiritually inferior. In one famous verse, the nun Soma rebukes Mara, the tempter, by asking what womanhood matters when the mind is concentrated. And the next part is preservation. These texts were originally passed down through an oral tradition in Magadhi before being compiled in Pali. In the 1st century BC, it remains the only canonical religious work written entirely by women. And the key scholarly interpretations, we can say that feminist critic, as scholar analyze, is an early testament to the feminist spirituality, emphasizing personal autonomy. स्त्रीत्व का जो एक कॉन्सेप्ट, जो एक मॉडर्न कॉन्सेप्ट हम आज देखते हैं, कि उस वक्त भी था। Psychological depth analysis highlights the honesty and beauty of the nuns' struggles with depression and loss, making the text highly relatable for contemporary spiritual practitioners. And there are some translation debates also. The recent discussion in the field often focus on the fidelity of translation, particularly comparing literal renderings to reimaginings, like those by Mattie Winston. Mattie Winston has given her perception, which denotes or connotes with modern mind, we can say. And now I am going to explain some lines from the poem, and it is known as Mukta. And I am taking the translation by Thanisaro Bhikkhu, and it is called Mukta. And this is very famous poem. So freed, so thoroughly freed am I from three crooked things set free, from mortal, pestle, and crooked old husband, having uprooted the craving that leads to becoming. And here in these four lines, four, 5 lines, the Bhikshuni Mukta says that she is now free from the domestic uh, boring things that she has to do willingly or unwillingly. Now, here, mortal pestle is symbolic of the daily drudgered things that a woman do, and a crooked old husband. Because crooked old husband and the mortal pestle is symbolized differently in different translation. Like in Thanasaru Bhikshu translation, here mortal pestle has a very subtle kind of it only depicts the domestic purpose or domestic life, but in Maya Winston, the mortal pestle is sexualized, or there is a sexual description there. And now I will come down and break down this poem. Therigatha celebrates her liberation from the poem Mukta, where worldly burdens famously declaring, so freed, so thoroughly freed am I from three crooked things set free, from mortar, pestle, crooked old husband. She speaks of breaking free from craving, aging, and death. The three things also symbolize this: craving, aging, and death, embodying the freedom found in Buddhist practice and renunciation. Renunciation means tyag, making her a significant voice in this ancient collection of poems by early Buddhist nuns. And what is the key themes in Mutta's poem? It is very important. Liberation for domesticity, as I have told, that she identifies her freedom from the cooked old crooked tools of household labor, mortal pestle, and crooked husband, symbolizing release from domestic drudgery and marital ties. Freedom from rebirth, where she says uprooting craving leads to freedom from the cycle of birth and death, sansar and aging. And now she has realized the joyful realization that conveys deep joy and gratitude for the spiritual awakening that brings true freedom, a central theme in